far too long, I've been overlooked. I did what I did to Roman. I'm a leader. So Roman Reigns, Daniel Bryan, never disrespect me.
Oh, and it's Luke Harper from behind. All part of the...
Big bad way. Carved out a path of destruction here on SmackDown Live, posing and now arguably more motivated than we've ever seen before.
You see, some people paint and some people sing, but what I do is annihilate. That commands respect. As you see me is less than human. It doesn't matter where you are on the whole fence of this whole thing. My old friend Dan, he knows I'm right. The entire SmackDown locker room knows I'm right.
That'd be a terrible mistake on behalf of Daniel Bryan to not at least have a healthy fit.
You think you're right? Fight me right now.
You gotta admire the guts of Daniel Bryan here. Daring Eric Rowan to run it after Rowan. Oh, and a huge clothesline. Plus powder now. Rowan on the move. All right, and Rowan with the crossbody wipes out Bryan. 2 weeks. Oh! It appears he's going to dictate how things follow Daniel Bryan. Well, you're absolutely right, Corey. We heard it a couple weeks ago. And
More in pain than his feelings.
Consider how Daniel Bryan, he was someone who, at the time, back in January,
Daniel Bryan might have given Rowan the confidence that Rowan lacked.
and look at Bryan trying to chop him down. Out by Daniel Bryan before the break. Eric Rowan accepted, and Rowan has been dominating.
Uh-oh! Oh, into the post matchup with this man.
I definitely understand Daniel Bryan's motive.
Count of 9, and Daniel Bryan beats the count.
Bryan's calling on Eric Rowan.
But that is
No offense.
Oh, and Daniel Bryan must have some as he a little bit hobbled there, the left leg. And Daniel Bryan with a chop block. He's got control all of a sudden, and right into the post.
Into this matchup.
And now Daniel Bryan with a drop kick to the leg. And again, back into the post. Oh,
adrenaline.
Rowan in the corner where he wants him. Oh, Bryan. Really. And Wayman out of the corner. Rowan caught Bryan. Oh, my God.
Locked in. Eric Rowan is just going to squeeze every last breath out of Daniel Bryan. He's a little bit tighter, just slowly squeezing the life out of Daniel Bryan. Breaks the hold. That quick. Halts the momentum of Bryan.
And now Rowan in complete control against Daniel Bryan.
The utter Daniel will never make that mistake again.
Oh, now look at this going for a second power.
There's no way Bryan could muscle him over.
Oh, my God.
Different measures.
Oh, and Daniel Bryan. Bryan sent into the post.
From the top rope.
Missile drop kick to the back of the...
Yes, kicks focused on over by Daniel.
Oh, and a kick.
And wins this situation.
Right now, Daniel Bryan up to the top. Oh, no, caught by Rowan. Out of the sky.
His knees.
And down goes the wait a second.
Just too big. His reach comes to the... Bryan.
Harper over the desk. Oh, my God.
Rowan from behind.
The iron claw into the...
Rowan.
Rowan was trying to rip his leg out of the rope so they could... And Rowan with another iron claw. And mercifully, this comes to an end. I think Rowan and Harper just get started.
This will end when Rowan and Harper decide it's going to end.
Comes the big dog. Money of Rowan and Harper. And now a Superman punch from off the stairs. Watch out, watch out. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, and Daniel Bryan's trying to get back inside the ring. Oh, wait a minute. Bryan out of the way. Daniel with the knee. Oh, spear.
Do you want to see me and Roman kick their disrespected asses?
Roman Reigns and Daniel Bryan with their eyes set. What we'll see later on tonight. Charlotte Flair teaming up with Carmelo. Remember last week
A challenge for the debut of Friday Night SmackDown in 10 days on Fox.
Champion Kofi Kingston as Paul Heyman and Brock Lesnar came with a challenge 1 week from this Friday.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome my guest at this time. He's the WWE Champion, Kofi Kingston. Now, well, we tried that once, remember?
We did, yeah, it didn't quite work out so well. When I became WWE Champion, I made a promise to the WWE Universe that I would be a fighting champion. Superstars like Samoa Joe, Dolph Ziggler, Daniel Bryan, Randy Orton.
It is the premiere of Friday Night Smackdown on Fox.
And, but here's the thing, is that I feel like this is an amazing opportunity, and I'm not ready to let go of this title just yet, you know? Beating Brock Lesnar, I will remain your World Heavyweight Champion.
Then the WWE Championship against the Beast Incarnate, Brock Lesnar.
Premiere of Monday Night Raw on USA. Chad Gable!
And no doubt one of the biggest stories in WWE. Shortly.
Last week, Corbin said, no matter how hard I try, but my run in the King of the Ring tournament, that was no joke. Last night, well, next time I cross paths with
Chad, but I came here tonight so I could prove
His love life. I don't think Kanellis is in any position to make any. I'm all confused.
Oh, wait a minute now. Gable with the overhead belly to belly. Chad Gable. Blocked by Chad Gable and a tap out immediately by Kanellis.
On a more positive note, Chad Gable.
Oh, no.
Imagine if you won the finals. Randy Newman said it best, short people got no reason to live.
You really condone that joke that he calls a song? Was running away from the regular horde of superstars on Raw, and Carmella was... Well, alas, it was a dupe, because Carmella would pin the 19th. Graves, you have a good night?
Sure did.
You know exactly who I'm talking about.
I don't know anyone named Carmella.
Yeah. Carmella, I just wanted to congratulate you on winning the 24/7 championship.
Tonight, we're gonna show them what's up, okay?
Okay.
Who's next here on SmackDown Live? Premiere week all week long here at WWE.
It's a women's division tag team match.
Delve into WWE Premiere Week next week on USA and Fox with...
On USA.
Well, Charlotte Flair is worried about the events of...
I saved Charlotte because it was the right thing to do.
On the other hand, you've got Carmella and Bayley, who...
Sasha Banks!
To Carmella's point, who in there right?
And her tag team partner, Bayley!
What is sad about being a hometown hero? I heard George Kittle had inflatable people installed in his house.
I don't think there's any way Sasha Banks can't be looking ahead to Hell in a Cell.
.com. In the past, so is Elias. Oh, and the knee right to the midsection by Sasha.
Since day one. Oh, the fact that she's embraced it recently, threat to the man's title.
Oh, Flair. Oh,
I just explained this.
Bayley, what happened to her best friend?
Oh, man.
Allegiance with Sasha Banks.
Back inside the ring, looking for the victory and a kick out.
Sasha Banks has been a massive success here in WWE. That's my memory seems to have failed me.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly. Because that's all that matters. Opportunity to tag in the Queen, which is very badly needed right now.
You've had a friend for 5, 6, 7, 8 years. Been your best friend, all the opposite of what you want.
Now go.
All right, now Charlotte Flair on the move.
Queen, who has said consistently, this is the...
And now launches the SmackDown Women's Champion. Oh, now wait a minute. Now.
Backbreaker.
Great job by Charlotte Flair. And now another trying to score a victory against the champion.
Fluid teamwork. Charlotte and Carmella couldn't provide tonight.
Champion off the top and a crossbody. Collected herself off the middle rope. Another super kick.
Times.
Oh, man. On another super kick, Carmella. Oh, no. Oh, turn around by Sasha Banks. Boys taps out to Banks. Banks laughing as she does it. Heck of a fight. Oh, wait a minute. Hey. Speaking of vulnerable, so is Charlotte Flair. Back inside the ring, a 2-on-1 situation. It's 2-on-1. Backstabber by Banks. The Raw Women's Champion, Becky Lynch.
Beats a couple strikes from the man.
Fending off the Falcon Heart connect.
And look at him disarm her.
Coming to save the day.
It's all about hell in a cell for Lynch.
Of these two women, Sasha Banks is the only with experience.
Attorneys, remember last week he was handed the largest wrongful termination.
There's a big fight feel in Nashville. Because here comes...
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, where the winner, Pensacola, Florida, weighing in at 265 pounds, Roman Reigns.
Washington, D.C. And the question is, Corey, will it be Roman or Samoa Joe?
Never bet against Roman Reigns. I have admitted that, but Samoa Joe has been all but unstoppable recently.
It's going to be his opportunity at Brock Lesnar at SummerSlam.
I tell you, Corey Jones, this is going to be a blood feud tonight, guys. This match, you don't want to miss it.
Roman Reigns said he was going to be the man. That Samoa Joe, though, came within a hair of beating Lesnar. He believed that he should be next in line. Again,
Myself included, think maybe Lesnar just caught Samoa Joe for a moment. It wasn't a definitive victory.
His opponent, from Huntington Beach, California, weighing in at 282 pounds,
this very important fact that in 2 meetings, Roman Reigns has never defeated Samoa Joe. James number.
If I'm forced to give you a yes or no answer, yes, Cole, I was been on a warpath.
Bugger?
Got all the guys in that locker room right now. Let me tell you something.
Yeah, but Roman Reigns is the man who defeated The Undertaker at WrestleMania.
Again, you can overcome the odds. It's the big dog.
It is quite the atmosphere here tonight inside the Bridgestone. And Reigns and Joe, power and elbow tie up center of the ring. Reigns goes into his 2-man. Joe with a shoulder tackle knocks Reigns back a step. And now it's Reigns. And Reigns, there's the quickness and the power of Roman. And Joe knocked out of the apron. Joe a bit frustrated, right back up again, right into another right hand of Roman Reigns. It really is an electric atmosphere in Nashville, Tennessee tonight. What a kick by Joe. Reigns is in trouble.
Samoa Joe has been controlling the pace.
Goes into the cover. Hooks the leg of Reigns and the shoulder up.
Take another look at this. That was something to behold.
Indeed, he is. I mean, he's using his boxing. He's using his sambo right now. He's got...
Brock Lesnar 8 nights ago with Great Balls of Fire. Had the Beast locked in the...
It was maybe as vulnerable and desperate as I've ever seen the Beast incarnate during a match.
Roman Reigns, have you ever seen Roman be neutralized like this ever before? I don't think. Tell you something, that was desperation out of Roman, guys.
Cover again by Joe. Gated SummerSlam.
Followed up with an impact of Samoa Joe's elbow.
But the cardio, man, the guy got a battery. He could go all night long.
And he could torture you. The meanest man you've ever met in sports entertainment.
The baddest dudes walking the planet today without it. Catch his breath. Figure out the next step in the game plan. This is great strategy by Samoa Joe.
Corey, you've been in the ring with Samoa.
Striking ability, just when you think you know where the next one's coming from, he's hitting you with the other hand.
Let me tell you something.
The head of Roman Reigns twisting it. The power of Joe punishing Roman just for the ropes, and now realizes he's got to get back to a vertical base, create some separation here.
Joe, I wonder what he thinks now.
What a suplex by Joe. Here's the cover.
Slipping away second by second.
Look at the pain. Reigns is
using his body weight to wear down Roman.
I'm sure Joe right now is thinking, what's my name?
Controlling Roman Reigns.
Give up.
It's another element. We don't talk much about Joe, but he loves to trash talk in the ring. Roman just trying to fight back yet again. The heart of a warrior. Reigns with a right to the face, and Roman starting to fire up here a little bit. Clothesline, down goes Samoa Joe. Oh, got caught!
Caught him!
Joe caught him. Look for the Uranagi, but Roman Reigns able to deliver cover. Gated SummerSlam and a kick out at 2.
Talk about sucking it up, Roman Reigns right now.
Joe evolves as a competitor. Not going to fall for the same old tricks each time. Taking at the moment, Book, but I know Joe's got a lot left in the tank. The man has endurance second to none.
Back in the body of Roman Reigns.
Samoa Joe went down like a...
Rolls out of the ring. That's a veteran.
18 years, Samoa Joe.
Joe just lifted Reigns out of his boots. Reigns landed on the apron.
Samoa
A
Heavyweight
fate with
man.
Brock lies in the balance. Is Brock Lesnar at SummerSlam for the Universal Championship. Now headbutt from Roman Reigns.
Salute bomb from headbutts to big right hands.
And look at Samoa Joe on their feet in Nashville.
Beautiful reversal.
And I talked about how physical this is. Check this out before the commercial. Follow that up.
Look at the impact. Roman's entire arm wrapping the length.
Again, is Joe getting a date with Lesnar and a kick out at 2.5.
Tell you some more.
No, but you're not going to believe what you witness here in slow motion. Watch the boot to the face of...
Morning, I don't know. He's indestructible.
Tell you something, if Roman Reigns would have covered Samoa...
You got to dig down deep. Your lungs burn. You're trying to figure out what you can possibly do next.
But the 282-pounder at least tried to. Joe countered. Couple elbows back to the neck, knees down to the face. Punch!
Down goes Joe.
Is it enough? Hook to the leg. Samoa Joe in trouble.
Wow.
You can see the look of almost disbelief on the face of Roman Reigns.
What is happening in this matchup?
Roman Reigns landed that Superman punch dead on the chin.
Listen to this place. There is a God. The monster among men is here. Braun Strowman. How the hell is it? Strowman's back. How the hell is... And there's his target. Cannot believe Strowman's here. Live on Monday Night Raw. A right hand drives Strowman off the apron.
That he's got to be throwing everything he has. This is a matter of survival.
Of course it is. Reigns. I mean, heaving Reigns.
You gotta be kidding me.
Staring through Roman Reigns, and now Samoa Joe back on his feet. He's got to put these two men hammering away at one another. Joe and Reigns.
Braun Strowman, that's for certain.
And now with Joe out of the picture, Strowman turns his attention to Roman. Braun Strowman just almost driving himself through Reigns, and now big right.
Reigns. The power of this man.
No, now turning his attention to Strowman. Common enemies for both of these men. It looks like Joe's going to go for the coquina club. Strowman now marching around the ring. Joe's on his shoulders. 282 pounds on his shoulders. Roman with a Superman punch. Strowman's down.
Joe tried to put in the coquina clutch. It was like watching a giant constrictor take out a crocodile.
His feet. And Strowman caught him in midair.
Whoa.
I know. And Strowman, look at the power of this man. Oh, and again. And Strowman's not through yet. And now Braun's.
When Roman Reigns wrecked that ambulance, he may have just unleashed hell on the entire WWE.
You put him in an ambulance and drove him into a semi, and look, secure off the ledge, but this is ridiculous. Braun's helpless.
It's more like King Kong at the top of the Empire State Building.
And again! Through the day, he puts Strowman to the back of the ambulance and backed it into a semi.
A WWE superstar like Braun Strowman. I don't know that Roman Reigns or Samoa Joe ever have eaten.
Braun Strowman.
You don't.
Slam!
Driving the big dog right through his own yard.
He's the lunatic fringe.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Dean.
Awards to his wife and his Miztourage, Curtis Axel and Bo Dallas. That's the Miztourage, cost him the Intercontinental title, so he went after the Miz last week live on Raw.
But the numbers game would eventually catch up to the Lunatic Fringe.
And Dean Ambrose in all kinds of trouble would get some help. Rollins came to the ring to get him some. Dean and Seth raising hell. But things would once again come to the ring to pick the bones.
The constant game of one-upsmanship when it involves the Miz and the Miz pack like wolves.
And Booker, this turned out to be an all-out brawl before Dean Ambrose came back. A fight. And Dean Ambrose wearing out the Miz and company with a steel chair.
Let me introduce y'all to a good friend of mine, Steely. And that is because of one man, and his name is The Miz. I think it's a good day for a bad idea, and I got a really bad idea. Miz, why don't you say you bring... No? What's the matter, Miz? Curtis Axel and Bo Dallas aren't enough backup for you? I mean, line them all up, and I'll knock them all down, because I'm in Nashville, Tennessee, and I'm looking for a fight. Now, come on out here. I'll burst your Hollywood bubble so quick your ass will be back on the real world when you wake up.
Well, obviously, it's not The Miz, it's Seth Rollins. Between Seth and Dean and the backstage area. It looked like there may be a Shield reunion of sorts. But Dean...
And so does Dean Ambrose. Ambrose hasn't forgotten that Rollins was the one who stabbed both members.
Are you picking a fight you can't win on your own? No. Not to fight your battles, and then you come out at the end of the night swinging this chair around. I'm just saying,
Of course. A better plan, Mr. Plan, Mr. Architect. Look, that pony's with a steel chair like 176 times. All right, you just happen to be in the area. This is my battle, so scram and go find your own.
Hey, I'm not out here this when he and his little glam squad decided to attack me. What I'm out here for, Dean, is will you be standing in my way or will you be standing by my side? I want to know.
I'm sorry, did you say brother?
Come on, you know I didn't mean to.
Brother, I ain't your brother. My brothers fought with me in the trenches. I trusted my brother. My brothers
how many times?
had my... I don't know you. I mean, I knew a guy who looked a lot like you once, and he stabbed it right through my back and right through my heart.
And that was over 3 years ago, all right? And you know what? And I never said that before, so I'll say it again. If you think I forgot about that, I live with that every single day of my life. Hell, I remember you cashing in your Money in the Bank contract, and everything that we're talking about, that's in the past. This is the then and now. I've moved on. What is... All right, you know what? You don't trust me, you don't want that. You got that little chair right in your hand? Do it. Do it right, and do it right now. Hit me, damn it.
What a shock. Curtis Axel and Bo Dallas.
A scene. Two former brothers in arms on an emotional precipice. I mean, it could be a country song, but it's not gonna. This business, it is a major no-no. Me, Extreme Rules, Miz wins.
Great balls of fire to beat me. You don't have what it takes to do it all. You're so predictable. I knew you would come out here. So I prepared a welcoming party for you to react to things, Dean. There's no strategy, and I may not be an architect.
I'll finish your sentence, Cole. Miz and the Miztourage have once again outsmarted Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins' experience.
And again with the numbers advantage.
Great when a plan comes together.
Miztourage, Ambrose outside after Miz, and now inside, Dallas and Axel with chairs, and now Miz.
Ambrose out on the floor. Oh! Face first into the steel ring stairs.
They got the competition.
Miz and the Miztourage outplanned and outsmarted the Lunatic Fringe and the Architect.
Rollins is hurt. And now Miz. And Miz is extremely proud of himself. This moment, all right. Right in the middle of this this personal situation of Ambrose and Rollins.
Hey.
For good measure.
One to grow on.
I've got to admit, the execution of that plan by Miz. But if you want to go from must-see TV to can't-miss TV, stick right here on Monday.